It's good, YouTube, man. Today I'm back with another bigger reaction video. I'm reacting to 6 most disturbing things caught on police body cam footage. I don't know what the fuck we about with this. But before we start this shit, make sure you guys roll up, grab some food, some popcorn, and let's get started. Let's start this shit, man.
On December 25th, 2020, a 63-year-old man named Anthony Quinn Warner drove his RV to Nashville, Tennessee's 2nd Avenue and woke up nearby residents with the sound of a...
Why is one side of his face sit lower than the other? Bro, like his eyebrows and everything. Bro, his whole face is lower. Bro, am I tweaking? Bro, really sit there and look at him. One side of his face is lower. Damn. He's
robotic
like melting
digital
away.
female voice coming from his RV, warning everyone around the vehicle to evacuate the area.
What? Bro, imagine hearing this in the middle of the night. What would you do? Where's the car? You're just hearing this shit? No one's even driving around, you're just hearing it.
Soon, the female voice repeatedly mentioned that the RV was going to detonate, and a little after 6 a.m., the voice became more and more insistent, announcing that the vehicle would detonate in 15 minutes.
Did it actually
In the body
detonate?
cam footage that was later released by the authorities, a group of Nashville police officers can be seen walking around the downtown area, urging any stragglers to evacuate for their own safety.
This?
So you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You're not in trouble, but there is something serious happening down the road.
Go for 11.
Okay? Do you mind going down to 2nd and
Where do they need to go when they are evacuated?
Is that the is that the bus?
So weird. That's like something out of a movie.
Is that it right there?
Yeah.
That's the van.
The robotic voice and its ominous warnings give the whole scene an extremely eerie vibe, like as the police officer mentioned, something out of the movie The Purge. Strangely, the RV also broadcasted snippets of the 1964 hit song Downtown by Petula Clark, which is a song about how if you're ever feeling sad or lonely, you should go downtown and you'll feel better in the hustle and bustle of the city. Unfortunately, the robotic voice wasn't bluffing, and just 15 minutes later, the RV detonated near the AT&T building, causing damage to more than 50 buildings and even collapsing a few of them with its massive blast radius.
Oh my
In
god!
the aftermath of the incident, the cops can be seen assessing the damage and moving nearby pedestrians to safety through body cam footage that could...
And was it that van right there that they were walking past? Bro, they're hearing the shit that it's bad to detonate. And bro, did they not do anything about it? Or they did not know where it was coming from? Bro, that's insane.
Only be described as apocalyptic.
Did anyone die? Oh my god.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah. No, my God.
Where's your car?
How you doing?
Okay, go to your car.
What's going on?
I don't remember this. 2020. Damn, bro, you guys remember this? 5 years ago, I don't remember this shit. Maybe I'm tweaking.
You okay? Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate it.
Oh my god.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite one-of-a-kind variations that are unique to you. Here's how it works. Just open up your DAW and drop in the CoProducer plugin from Output. It listens to your track and finds samples that match your vibe, key, and rhythm. Just search.
Bro, that's
Even though
actually
the
fucking
explosive
insane.
inside the RV was extremely powerful, the cops managed to evacuate most of the nearby residents, and thankfully nobody outside the RV lost their lives. Although 3 people were injured and had to be hospitalized after the vehicle incident, the only person who lost his life was Anthony Warner himself, who was still inside the vehicle at the time of the detonation. So then how did they know he did it? Oh, wait, after the incident, the authorities started digging deep into Anthony's past to figure out what could have caused him to do something so insane, and what they found was pretty disturbing. As it turned out, Warner was pretty much a paranoid loner obsessed with conspiracy theories about shape-shifting alien lizards that were trying to take over the world. It was also revealed that 16 months before the explosion, Warner's girlfriend had called the cops to report that Anthony had been building explosives inside the RV outside their home.
No way!
Even more disturbingly, less than a week before Christmas, Warner's neighbor had reportedly asked him if Santa was going to bring him anything good for Christmas, to which Warner replied, "Oh yeah, Nashville and the world are never going to forget me."
What?
But despite the clear desire for attention, the cops never managed to truly figure out Warner's motive, and it was eventually concluded that he probably didn't want to hurt anyone, and that a fatal cancer diagnosis mixed with other factors had contributed to Warner's declining mental health.
That's insane. So did anyone die or anyone get injured?
On March 9th, 2023, at around 12:30 p.m., an anonymous caller dialed 911 and told dispatchers that a man that had just run into a food market on Cleveland's Central Avenue was claiming that he had just been kidnapped. As soon as police arrived, they were able to talk to the alleged victim, and the jarring conversation was captured on one of the cops' body cams.
I went there to fix his busted pipe for his washing machine.
Okay.
I was putting
he got zip ties on him
for his ice and for his refrigerator. And when I got downstairs, another dude came out. They had guns on me and they robbed me. I mean, they tied me up. They had plastic laying on the ground.
Disturbingly, the zip ties and duct tape that were used in the kidnapping can still be seen on the man's body.
And he like sounds scared as fuck.
As the victim mentions to the cops, the perpetrators forced him into his own van, robbed him, and then held him for ransom before he managed to escape.
In his own car?
So they put this on my face, they get me in my van, and they bring me over here. They turn the location up on my phone. One of the guys is in back with me. And
did you know this
where the car go?
Huh?
Where the car go?
It was parked this way, and I ran all the way down here to here. We were parked right over there.
You're parked on 49? What kind of car was it?
It's my van.
As the cops later found out, the main perpetrator was 51-year-old Ahmed Johnson, whom the victim had been in federal prison with at some point in his life. After digging deeper into the case, they uncovered the whole story of the kidnapping.
Bro, he looked like... What's that one character from Dirty Grandpa? He does just look like Dirty Grandpa.
At some point in his life. After digging deeper into the case, they uncovered the whole story of the kidnapping. As the victim mentioned in the video, the kidnapper had hired him for a plumbing job, and when he arrived at the house in Cleveland's Buckeye Woodhill neighborhood, he was led downstairs where he would allegedly be shown the leaky pipe that he had to fix.
Okay.
Once downstairs, Ahmed led the victim to another room, where another man jumped out and held him at gunpoint. After stealing his phone and Apple Watch, the kidnappers bound the victim and put him into the back of his own van. As the perpetrators drove the van towards the city's central neighborhood, they made the victim call a friend and bring around $15,000 to a nearby gas station in exchange for his return. But as the van slowed down, the victim somehow managed to jump out and ran down East 49th Street. Thinking quickly, the victim ran into a convenience store where he would be protected by the public eye, causing the suspects to drive off. 2 weeks later, the cops managed to make an arrest, and Ahmed Johnson was charged in Cleveland court with aggravated kidnapping.
Hell yeah.
As of today, there have been no further updates to the case.
That's scary though, bro. Bro.
Wait, listen.
The chances of you ever even getting away are insane,
if staff
bro.
abused you while you were locked up
what
in
the
juvie,
fuck?
you are not just stuck with the trauma. You could be looking at 300 grand.
On September 9, 2019, an Albuquerque Police Department officer saw a young man performing a traffic stop on a gray Nissan SUV.
Okay.
Strangely, the man wasn't dressed like a police officer at all. In fact, he was dressed as an ordinary citizen in jeans, a black polo, and an Air Force cap as he walked down the driver's
lights. That ain't no cop light.
Sensing that
That's
something was
Amazon
off,
light.
the officer pulled the man aside to talk to him, and from the beginning, the man seemed a little on edge.
You gotta talk to him for a minute.
Who the fuck are you, buddy?
What's going on? Let's just talk back here real quick.
Yo, this kid never got through the academy, and now he thinks he's the cop though. Like, bro, you didn't get through the academy, bro. You're not a cop, bro. You gotta go through the academy and get through that shit, bro. Like, he didn't even get to join it. He must have not applied to it or nothing, bro. He must have not got in. And now he's doing this.
Oh, okay.
I know, I'm under-equipped.
Okay, because normally you do, if you're out here, man, if you're making a traffic stop, you're just gonna have to stop.
Is this kid retarded?
Alright. Do you have an ID with you?
I mean, this is all I got. I mean, like I said, I'm under-equipped. I was just heading over there to the courthouse.
To the courthouse for what?
To get my crap.
It's fucking dark out.
It makes no sense. I caught him going 120 down I-40.
Okay. Why do you have lights on this vehicle?
Personal? I know.
Do you have an ID with you at all?
No, I keep it on my.
So you're impersonating a cop.
The man claims that he was on his way to the courthouse when he pulled over the driver of the gray Nissan. Suspiciously, though, he claims he doesn't have any sort of identification on him because he allegedly left it inside his uniform. After a bit of questioning, the man says his name is Brendan Wazinski and confesses that he was using his personal vehicle to pull over civilians, but insists that he's been an officer of the law for 3 years.
Simple. And I'm not here to mess with you, man. It's just the thing is, yeah, he was speeding, dude. You could have called it in, and because if you get into shooting, you're
right.
All right, man.
I understand.
Right.
I don't know if you do though.
For starters, I know this looks really bad.
Right.
This looks really bad. This screams whacker.
Right.
You are.
How long you been on?
About 3 years.
Okay. I've been on for like 13 years. All right, so.
After checking the database, the officer notices Brendan's name doesn't pop up on any nearby law enforcement agency's list. And at that point, his only option is to put the suspect in the back of his vehicle while he waits for his supervisor to figure things out. Less than 5 minutes later, Brendan gets cold feet and confesses that he's not a real cop.
How is this like disturbing?
Alright.
He's just
I'm
confessed.
Straight up honest with you, I'm not a cop.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest.
That badge from?
I bought
Fucking
it
Amazon?
Offline.
Okay. Do me a favor, stay in here, okay? For a second.
Wow. Bro, I didn't realize like how bad an impersonating officer really is, bro. People get fucking jammed for that shit. I didn't know. Like, I can't go around and make a troll video being a cop, bro. You get jammed for that shit, bro.
As soon as his supervisor arrives, the officer briefs him on the situation, and they decide to arrest Brendan.
So what happened to the other guy that got put over? Is he straight to go?
After putting him in cuffs, the sheriff arrives to assess the situation. I honestly don't know how long Brendan was expecting to be able to get away with pulling people over pretending to be a cop, but it seems as though he was hoping to play vigilante with no consequences
what was he
forever.
trying to do? Just save the world?
Even though he didn't have a weapon in his belt at the time, it's not uncommon for people like Brendan to start using guns and handcuffs as intimidation tools once they get more comfortable and start thinking they can get away with it.
Oh shit.
Obviously, it's incredibly dangerous to have random people driving around the city pretending to be cops when they really have nothing to do with law enforcement at all, which is why the officers have no other choice but to bring him into the police station.
Oh shit.
After arriving at the station, the cops trying to get Brendan's full statement, but the suspect contradicts himself a bunch and lies to try to get the officer's sympathy. Brendan says he was on his way to work when he saw a guy going 120 on the freeway and confesses that he freaked out when the cop asked him about his identity. Strangely, he alleges that the badge he used to fake his identity used to belong to his dad, who supposedly used to work with the sheriff's department before he was killed in the line of duty 5 or 6 years prior.
Oh man.
And then when I made contact with you, I noticed you had a badge. Where'd you get that badge from?
It belonged to my dad.
It belongs to your dad? When was
Well, it did.
It did? Is he still around, or did he pass away?
Well, he was killed.
Oh, he was killed, okay.
As it was later revealed, this was a complete lie, and the truth was that he bought the badge online.
Oh, hell no!
Confessed when the cop interrogated.
I just said sorry about your fucking loss! Never take it back! You gonna sit there and lie? About a dead relative? And your dad especially? Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. Who lies about that? Who lies about that?
Him. It's hard to imagine that he thought he was going to get away with a lie like that when there was video evidence of him saying that he bought the badge online less than an hour ago. During the interview, it was also revealed that Brendan was only 18 years old, even though he said he was around 25 when the cop initially pulled him over.
Oh, hell no, you
This
didn't
makes
even
the
look
fact
25,
that he said he was
bro.
married and needed to call his wife even more sketchy, and it's hard to tell which details of the story are true and which ones are completely made up. A few seconds later, things get a little scary when Brendan confesses that he had a loaded weapon in the glove compartment of the vehicle, which wasn't initially visible in the video. Considering he's a compulsive liar and an irresponsible teenager, it's pretty horrifying to imagine what he would have done with the handcuffs and gun had he been given the chance to play vigilante for a few more days or weeks or whatever. In March 2020, a judge sentenced Brendan to a year of probation. But just a few weeks later, he failed to report to his probation officer, refused to get a psych exam, provided a false address, and missed a scheduled meeting. As a result, the judge tightened his probation conditions, and as of today, there have been no further updates to the case.
So you just give him probation, bro? He's gonna get off. He's gonna get off probation and go do the same shit.
Brewer with EricBuysYourHouse.com.
I don't give a fuck about your fucking house.
I got this.
I'm Cindy.
That bitch ugly as fuck. Get the fuck out of here, Sydney.
At around 8 p.m. on September 30th, 2021, 3 children ages 6, 6, and 7 were reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood in Montgomery, Texas. According to the parents, were reported September 30th, 2021, 3 children ages 6, 6, and 7 were reported missing in the Flamingo Lake neighborhood in Montgomery, Texas. According to the parents, the kids had gone missing after they went into the Sam Houston forest and wandered off the main trail to go play in a creek.
Where's Sam Houston at?
After the disappearance was announced to the public,
that looks
the
like a
authorities launched a massive
creek,
search that included helicopters, dogs,
they might be in there.
off-road vehicles, and hundreds of police officers from multiple law enforcement
that's
agencies.
some high tech. Wait, that's some real high tech. Yo, I ain't never seen that before. That's some real fucking high tech. How do you even know what you're doing in here?
And hundreds of police officers from multiple law enforcement agencies. The next morning, an anonymous Good Samaritan who was very familiar with the layout of the woods decided to take matters into his own hands and went into the national forest by himself to find the kids. At around 9 a.m. on September 31st, the man found the kids and called 911 to bring the children to safety, and the whole rescue was captured on Sergeant Jason Smith's body cam.
Come on, can y'all come to me?
So they found him?
Come to me.
They found him.
Yeah, come to me. There's an opening right here. Come on, kids, come to me.
They wouldn't let me in over here last night, so I just took off around the back. I've been looking all night long.
Yes, sir. I have all
Jesus
3
is
children.
Good, ain't he? Ain't Jesus good?
He's good. Kids.
I don't like his vibe.
I'm the police.
I don't like his vibe.
Are y'all ready to get out of the woods? Come on, buddy.
I don't like his vibe.
You got cheeseburgers in your car?
We're going to get something to eat. Okay.
I don't like his vibe, bro.
You wanna hold my hand?
I don't like this bull's vibe, bro.
Even though the kids were found just a little over a mile away from where they entered the woods, they'd still been lost for over 24 hours, and pretty understandably they were hungry. As it was later revealed, the kids had spent the night in the forest, sheltering themselves under a fallen tree until the volunteer came to rescue them, which is why they had leaves and branches in their hair in the footage.
Nah, I don't like that guy's vibe, bro.
Here, let's pick this. Grab hold of that. There you go.
You're really strong.
Am I really strong?
I don't think
Lose your shoe? I got you.
How do you... How are there just 3 kids in the woods? Like, what were their parents doing? I'm kind of confused, bro. You just let them go outside and roam, and you're just going, like, you're just chilling inside? Like, I get it if they were a little older and they did that, but bro, they're little. No, they're like 5, not even 5. That bitch.
Even though they had spent the night with minimum shelter and hadn't had anything to eat for 24 hours, the children still seemed to be in pretty good spirits as Sergeant Smith escorted them out of the woods. And toward the end of the video, he can be seen guiding them to the clearing where a bunch of cop cars sit waiting for them.
Thank you, Bill.
That's crazy,
Y'all got
bro.
it? Come on, kids.
They were gone for a whole ass day.
Let's come out
bro.
to
That's
the room.
scary. That's scary, bro. How'd they make a shelter and shit? No way they made a shelter and shit.
There you go, buddy.
No fucking
Look at
chance.
you. You made it.
They did not know how to make a fucking shelter.
It's honestly pretty terrifying to think that if they hadn't been found then and there, the kids would have probably ended up succumbing to the elements.
What does that
But
mean?
thankfully, they were able to get back home to their parents.
Yes.
On January 30th, 2017,
Nice.
New Mexico police received a disturbing call from a witness in Nevada who claimed he had seen a woman being taken out of her Las Vegas apartment by a man and put into a white van with a Texas license plate.
No.
After receiving the alert, the cops were able to
no.
locate the van in question less than 24 hours later and arrest the driver and passenger.
Passenger.
Is that motherfucking sweat? Or is that fucking... He got suspenders on.
Once the
Grown-ass
suspects
man
are
watching
out of the
suspenders.
vehicle, the cops approach the white van,
I said watch
and
it.
that's when
Wear
they
it.
find something incredibly disturbing.
What'd they find?
Put a camera on this thing. Got a camera. You need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay.
That it? Rolling?
I got rolling.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, okay?
Is she fucking chained up?
Pictures of her and I got pictures of the chains.
In the back of the vehicle, the cops find a woman named Jane who is chained to the floorboards of the van by the suspects, and as soon as the officers set her free, she gives them her disturbing testimony. According to the victim, the man who was driving the getaway van was her ex-boyfriend Jack, who broke into her apartment and took her. Even though she fought hard to escape, Jack was trained in mixed martial arts and was a lot heavier than her, and it didn't take him long to take her out of her home. Jane assumed it was her neighbors who saw the altercation and called the police, and it was thanks to that 911 call that the cops were able to rescue her. Once inside the police car, Jack doesn't seem all too distressed that he's about to be put away for a long time, and he can even be seen interacting pretty calmly with the officer driving the vehicle, asking him if he has a favorite hymn and singing the words to Amazing Grace as he's taken to jail.
You got a favorite hymn?
What's that?
You got a favorite hymn?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never been into them. What about you?
What about Amazing Grace? You like that one?
I'll take it.
Amazing Grace, how sweet.
In the other cop car, Samuel asked the police officer to have a conversation with him, claiming that he's scared of everything that's happening.
Is it okay to talk? Yeah. Anything. I'm just kind of scared. And
Okay.
What are the police gonna ask me?
This is a guy or a dude? I mean, fuck. Is this a guy or a girl?
During the investigation, the police found that Jack and Samuel had planned to take Jane into a cave in New Mexico that Jack had dug into the side of a hill, where they would later brainwash her into marrying one of them, according to the police report.
What?
After the horrifying incident, Jack
Why are
was
they
sentenced to
smiling?
life in prison, and Samuel to a little over 5 years in prison. It's pretty disturbing to imagine where Jane would be if that 911 call hadn't been placed and the cops hadn't intervened.
Fucking disgusting.
On April 8 of 2021, police officers from the city of Whitehall, Ohio, about 6 miles away from Columbus, received a report that a man was allegedly impersonating a police officer at a traffic stop. Upon arriving at the scene, they found a 26-year-old man named Casey Donovan Williams asleep in what appeared to be a Whitehall police cruiser. When he woke up, he told the cops that he was an off-duty cop working a special duty detail. At first, the officers bought his story, but when they were told there was no special duty assigned at that time, they returned to get the real story. And the exchange was captured on the cop's body cam.
But you have no...
Two motherfuckers impersonating cops on this drawing, bro.
Been sworn in by
we got some rookies over here.
No. I'm asking you a direct question. Have you been sworn in by
It's
them?
very important you answer this correctly.
I've seen this video
being
before.
A former police officer or someday a current police officer, you know if you lie in this situation, you go directly to jail.
No, I'm not.
So I'm going to put that right
listen,
out.
I'm not.
So if you are telling me you are a police officer right now, is that what you're telling me? So you are not a commissioned police officer.
I have spoke with the chief.
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you one question. Are you a commissioned police officer through the state of Ohio?
I have an OPUDA certificate.
That's not what I'm asking.
That's not what they're asking you, bro.
No, you're not. You're not answering the question. You're avoiding the question. It's very simple. Are you a sworn police officer anywhere in the state of Ohio with any department?
Not currently.
Okay.
As soon as the cops start applying a bit of pressure, Casey confesses that he's not an actual commissioned police officer, and when the cops mention to him that he risks going to jail if he lies, he decides to call one of the officers who supposedly gave him the job to try to save himself from the consequences.
Okay. 1 second. Would you be willing to speak to the supervisor from the company?
From
Watchman.
From Watchman?
Yes.
Is he an actual police officer?
You are an actual police officer, correct? Okay. Okay. Yes, he is. Where are you commissioned at?
It doesn't matter. He's not here doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's the superintendent of the state.
This will give some vesty little
vibes.
vibes.
Situation.
Even though he seems to have a pretty intricate series of excuses to justify his actions, the cops sense there's more to the story than Casey's letting on.
100%.
After mentioning to the cops that he was just trying to make a little extra money by allegedly working for the Glenwood Police Department, he realizes his chances of getting out of the arrest are pretty slim.
Impersonating
That's
an
when he
officer.
resorts to asking the cops
How do you
for
make
mercy.
money off that?
That's all I was trying to do. Please do not. I'm asking you for courtesy, man to man. Please do not ruin my career. Please, please, please.
I think,
Yeah,
I think
this
you did
fool
that
gay as
kinda-
fuck, yo.
Throughout the exchange, it seems as if Casey either doesn't realize the severity of what he's doing, or he really thinks the cops are going to let him get away with showing a fake badge and even carrying a weapon while pretending to be an officer of the law. Still, things were about to get a whole lot worse for Casey, because after he was put in the real police officer's cruiser, the cops searched his vehicle and found a loaded AR-15 rifle, a tactical vest, a loaded handgun with 15 rounds of ammo, a taser, 2 pairs of handcuffs, and pepper spray.
Jesus fuck.
It's pretty disturbing to think of what could have happened if the cops hadn't arrested Casey then and there, because even though he didn't seem to have any bad intentions at first glance, Casey could have used the badge of...
Whoever wears those type of hats, bro, you automatically know they're on some fucking weird shit. Weird ass shit, yo. Look at him. Look at him. I paused it at perfect timing.
Vehicle and weapons for some pretty nefarious purposes if he wanted to, by simply convincing people he was a real police officer. From kidnapping to extortion and everything in between, a fake cop can be extremely dangerous. As it was later revealed, this wasn't the first time the suspect had gotten in trouble for trying to pull similar stunts. Although at one point he had been a corrections deputy, resigned after trying to enforce his authority as an undercover cop at a fair when he hadn't been instructed to do so. After the incident in Whitehall, Casey was charged with impersonating a police officer, a 3rd-degree felony, and improper handling of a gun in a motor vehicle, a 4th-degree felony.
Imagine waking up to... Bro, that's what I'm saying.
There are
If y'all want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to see you on the next one. So, woo!